Hey Libra, this is Michaela from Shine Your Light Brightly 1111. I just did your deep love read for February 2020. I want to give you a little preview because my readings, especially this one, is pretty long, so that you don't need to wait 20 or 30 minutes to see that it's not resonating with you. So I have a deep soul connection here that's going on for a longer time already, so that is no one new. We have your person in indecision out of I got different scenarios here, so whatever is resonating with your situation, then you are struggling with that procrastination of things. Both of you are having an issue with truly believing that this wish can come true. So you may feel that connection and you may have that deep desire, but a part of you, and that is for both of you, are struggling with really truly believing that it can come true. But actually what I have here on the table is telling us, prepare yourself. So I hope you will enjoy this read. I for sure did, and I hope it brings you some guidance, some insights, and yeah, have a great time to watch it. Thank you so much. Bye. Hey everyone, this is Michaela from Shine Your Light Brightly 1111. Thank you so much for stopping by. Welcome to your deep love read for the month of February 2020. Before we go into the read, lately comments showed me that I have to say a few words. I usually don't go into this that deep, but again, I was showed that I have to. So this is a general reading for hundreds or thousands of people of the same zodiac sign. Of course, my messages can't resonate with each and every one. It's just not possible. If you have 10 people of the same zodiac sign and ask them for their story, they all have a different storyline. And if you now imagine hundreds or thousands of people of the same zodiac sign, there may be some similarities in the stories, but it can't resonate with each and every one of you. That's just not possible. No reader can do that. No one. And if a story, if the energies I'm picking up on today are not resonating with you, it's not that I am wrong. I just didn't pick up on your energies. So that was the first part. Be open to the messages that are coming through. Sometimes just parts are resonating. And you have to trust your own intuition. If your intuition is telling you, well, that message wasn't for me, it just wasn't. Don't try to make it fit, just get rid of it. My readings are meant to give you a deeper understanding of your soul connection, of the dynamics and soul connections in general. I'm very focused on you because my channel is called Shine Your Light Brightly, right? So it's about you here. I look behind the curtain of your person's situation, of course, to give you the deeper understanding. But again, if the message isn't resonating, just get rid of it. Don't make it fit. Roles can be switched, especially for a cross-watcher. Time is fluid, so sometimes I say, well, this or that happened in the past. For some of you, it may not have been in the past. It may happen right now, or it happens in the future. Again, for hundreds or thousands of people. Whenever you stumble over this reading, even though I may ask for a certain time frame, in this case here today, February 2020, and you stumble over it in August or in 1 year, there can be valuable messages for you in this reading. The energies I pick up on, to come back to this resonating stuff, my spirit guides and angels are giving me the messages for the ones that are really needing to hear certain things. So I'm just picking up on certain situations. And again, just click off if it's not resonating. When I mention zodiac signs, I know that many people want me to mention the zodiac signs that are coming up in the reading, because there could be a special message for someone. I always say, so you could deal with a Scorpio or a Sagittarius or a Leo, whatever. Doesn't have to be. That are always my words. So when I read in the comments, no, you are wrong, she is no Aries, she is a Pisces, well, then just get rid of that message. But it doesn't mean that if I say here's a lot of water on the table, that it's not resonating with someone whose person is a fire sign, by example. It is just another message, and if it's not resonating, just get rid of it. Another thing, never make decisions based on a general reading. I never tell you you have to. I mean, sometimes when I'm in the read, I'm just repeating Spirit's messages. Sometimes they say they have to, you have to, and I say it that way, but never make decisions based on a general reading. You always have to trust your own intuition. And when I read in the comments, I know that, I think it was the Taurus mid-month read where I've said something like, don't force communication at the moment. That is just an advice. First of all, just an advice. And it is still a general reading. So you have to see if it's fitting to your situation. And when I read, I force whatever I want, it's my life. Yes, of course it's your life. It is your decision. You can do whatever you want. So just really, messages like this will be deleted right away. I don't want to have any kind of that negativity on my channel. I'm very proud of my subs that are with me from the beginning or for a long time already. You are very high vibrational. I'm very, very, very grateful to have so beautiful souls here on my channel. But of course, it's not always that way, right? So, but any kind of negativity will be deleted or even blocked, depending on the message, right away. So I think that was it. Again, sorry for the ones who know all that. I just had to say it again. Let's go into your read. Hey Libra, so let's go into your deep love read. I apologize that your reading is one day late. I just needed to take a break. So it makes no sense to make readings when you're totally exhausted and tired. So I took a bit rest, and now let's go ahead. So what my spirit guides and angels showed me and told me when I was preparing for your read was actually letting go of the anxieties. You finally are able to come into more trust, also trust in your own intuition. And they showed me doors opening when it comes to love. New doors are opening, and you intuitively already know that. You may not fully trust it yet. Let's see what your reading will bring. Overall energies, please, for the sign of Libra in love, for their soul connection, February 2020. This is the Energy Oracle by Sandra and Taylor. So, overall energy of Libra, please. So we have the Thinking Man and the World card. So this could represent you thinking about your person a lot, or it is representing that you feel that your person is thinking about you a lot. I really pick up on that energy, that you feel that they are making plans. Again, you may not fully trust it, but I really feel that energy very mainly here, that you feel that they are thinking about you and making plans. But it could also indicate for others that you are thinking about them a lot and wishing also for, of course, something to happen. With the World card, it's about expanding the vision, seeing the bigger picture. You understand the connection on a deeper level now. The World is also a card of closing old cycles, but especially in this deck, it's about expanding the vision, seeing the bigger picture. What's the overall energy, please, of Libra's soulmate, love interest, the person they are thinking about, however you want to label the connection. So what is their overall energy in February 2020 when it comes to you and this connection? Indecision and a man holding a heart. Let me tune in for a second. So I got kind of an indecision energy when I was preparing for the read, but I couldn't grab it fully. So I didn't know if it was about you or them or what exactly about. Now it comes up here. I really feel an energy of indecision how to make things work. I don't feel an indecision about if they want to be with you. It's more about the how. But we will find out more about it. What's the overall energy of the connection, please, between Libra and their soulmate for February 2020? Thought I can catch it, but I didn't. So, yeah, well, my dear spirit guides and angels, Libra will love this card for sure, as always, and everyone. Patience. So, the second chakra, so the sacral chakra, Archangel Ariel at the bottom, that's about our emotions. The sacral chakra is our power center. So it's about emotional balance that has to take place. And we have to get our power back is also what I hear. So come into our full power. So patience is still needed. Patience is a huge topic when it comes up here in this connection, not just right now or for February, in general. So we are talking about a connection here that goes on for a longer time. So nothing new in your life. This is a connection you deal with for a longer time already. So emotional roller coaster is also what I hear. So it may be a time where we really feel very imbalanced when it comes to emotions, even though I more feel this on their side than on yours. But that maybe the patience card is more for you to explain, and the sacral chakra to explain why, because they still need time. Let's see. Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. For Libra, please, with the thinking man and the world. Tell us more about this, please. The fork in the road and clean it up. So they are showing me again the world card. The fork in the road is about that we need to make maybe a little detour because the direct way, the direct path is blocked. The world card is about expanding the vision, getting the bigger picture, but it's also about that we see the endless possibilities that are there. So maybe you thought or are still thinking that there is a certain way things have to unfold. So sometimes with our analytical mind, logical mind, we can just come up, we just put pieces together, right? We have some facts and our logical mind puts it together and tells us, so that is the goal. Before that can happen, this, that, and that has to happen. And it just can happen this and that way. But that is just what you can come up with. The universe has many ways of bringing to you the things you desire. So that is why we have to do everything we can and then surrender it to the divine. The when, the how is not our business. So I really get here, expand your vision. Maybe a detour is necessary. Patience. First of all, it's necessary because they aren't ready, or maybe even you not, we don't know yet. It is for your own good. It is for your highest good. That is, we have to trust here. But it is also about that the way it is unfolding may be a complete different than the one we came up with. So we have to be open to the endless possibilities. With the Clean It Up card, that just tells us that there is a bit cleaning up to do for you. This is no major card. It's really just clear out some negative thoughts, some blockages. So a bit cleaning up still to do here on your side too. Maybe that is also a reason why the detour is necessary, why the direct way is blocked. But I get more that they have a bit more work to do here. Let's see. With the indecision and then holding a heart on Libra soulmate side. So they are in indecision about how to offer their heart to you. Let's see. So yeah. Treasure Island is the goal, right? That is abundance. That is that beautiful relationship. That is that happiness, that emotional fulfillment. But this card also tells us Treasure Island is on the horizon, but it always takes time to get there. Sorry, my voice. I was talking too much with the recording of all the readings. So, by the book is a card of growth. We learn a lot, we gain strength and wisdom, we are growing personally and spiritually. So they are really going through transformation here right now. What I hear is that because of that ascension process, that is confusing, right? That first state of awakening is very confusing because our perception changes. I don't get awakening here, I get ascension. But again, it is something is evolving inside of them. Again, a perception change. Sometimes it's a very confusing state, and out of confusion we can't think straight, and so we can't make decisions. But they're on a good way is what I hear. So let's see for the connection, patience, and the second chakra. Gotcha. So we have the Imagine card flying out. Everything you can imagine can be possible. We have to believe, we have to trust and to surrender to the higher power, divine intervention, divine timing. It's also about to visualize your dreams from a positive mindset with a loving heart. We have all that glitters. I was getting it before, I didn't say it because I thought, no, try to hold it light today, but with that Imagine card I got that it's for both of you, right? So either you or them or maybe both of you don't really believe that it's possible. I wanted to say that and just thought, okay, no, just tell them to visualize, and then all that glitters card came up. What is exactly that message? So you may not, or them, not truly believe that it's possible. It looks too good to be true. So the imagination of the two of you being together looks too good to be true. For one of you or for both of you. It comes up for the connection, so it could be for both of you. So, but we have to trust, we have to believe in the first place. We have to believe that we deserve to be happy, that we are lovable, and that everything is possible, and that we really deserve to be happy. So I'm not guided to look into shadows today. So let's look where the two of you are spiritually at. Sacred Spirit reading cards. Where's Libra spiritually at, please? Sacred divinity. There are two paths ahead. Well, we always have the choice, right? Which path we want to walk. Okay, they are showing me a vision of the Two of Wands tarot card. What would be being at the crossroads, we have to choose a path. I also hear new path is opening up. I mean, I've heard when I was preparing for your reading, doors are opening. So whatever that will mean to you for your current situation, maybe you've met someone new and now have to make a decision if you stay in this connection and waiting, or if you open up to someone new. But what I get for the majority of you is really that this new path is opening up with them. You may not fully trust it yet, or not believe that it's truly happening. You've waited for a long time already. A part of you is still hoping for it and holding on to it. You feel that connection. But from the mindset, you may have kind of giving up and not fully believing anymore that it's possible. So the heart is still hoping. And all the time when you may think, maybe it's happening, there comes another thought like, come on, no, it won't happen. So, but I really get here, a new path is opening up. It's still your choice if you want to walk it. So if they, by example, contact you and the two of you meet up and have a deep conversation, and they tell you they want you back or they want to be with you, it's still your decision if you want to do it, right? So it's just reminding you that it's always your choice. You always have the power over your own life. So we don't take them, but I take a little look. Between Worlds and Mindful Wisdom. So if they come up again. So we have Shield Your Energy. I get that still for you. Look beneath the surface. So you may pick up on their energies sometimes. So if you are, especially with the sacral chakra energy and the emotional roller coaster that I was getting, if you feel emotions where you think, what is this about? I don't even know why I feel that way. You may pick up on their energies. So learn to shield your energies, protect your energies, and clear out what's not yours. You can call Archangel Michael to help you with that, with the shielding, also with clearing out what's not yours. In general, it's also about to be not too influenced by people around you. Stay in your own energy, in your center. Stay strong in your own beliefs. Trust your intuition. Don't be too influenced on what other people tell you. So, where is Libra's soulmate spiritually at? So we have the hidden realms, create conscious awareness. So I've heard before they are on an ascension process here. They are getting aware of a lot of things right now, spiritually guided and supported. When I'm quiet for some time, I'm sorry, I'm just listening. So it may be very challenging for them right now to get that bigger picture and to also make necessary changes. So they may see things in a different light now because of that awareness, but not fully accepting it yet. That may be a huge challenge here, to accept things as they see them right now, and to make these necessary changes. Where's the connection spiritually at? Emotional challenges. So we already have the sacral chakra, so I'm not surprised to see that card. It also says resolve the issue. So both of you are emotionally challenged here right now. Again, I feel it more on their side. You may pick up on their energies. Akashic Tarot, let's have a look into the current lessons and challenges for both of you and the connection. So Libra's current lesson or challenge in February 2020 when it comes to this connection. What's Libra's current lesson or challenge? Thank you. Yeah, so it's again the same as the Imagine card with all that glitters. We have the Willow. What is about everything is possible. We have to believe. We have to believe that this beauty we are dreaming of can come true in our physical lives. We have to follow our spiritual guidance. We have to trust our intuition. We have to learn to go with the flow, not trying to force anything. You just make it more challenging for yourself if you try to swim against the flow. So just let it unfold naturally. But you have to believe in the first place that this beauty is also meant for you. These beautiful things, this happiness, the beautiful relationship. What's the current lesson or challenge, please, for Libra soulmate in this connection? Okay, 2. So we have the King of Scrolls. What would be the King of Swords in the traditional tarot? They have problems right now to detach emotionally, because the King of Scrolls is emotionally detached, very clear on the mind, very logical, very strategic, very analytical, very clear when it comes to their thoughts. But that's not the case here, right? We have emotional challenges. So that is their challenge right now here. To detach emotionally and think straight. The other card, Oracle of Delphi, is again about dreaming big, believing that everything is possible, but it's also a card of creativity, to use everything we feel, we think, all that stuff, to put it in any kind of creative project. What helps us to I hear ignite the passion, but it helps us to let go of things, to understand things on a deeper level, ourselves especially, and to heal and transmute things. But it's a card of focusing on ourselves. It's number 1. To believe. So same topic. That is something you have in common here, not truly believing that it's possible. But again, you may just pick up on their energies here. I really get this a lot. So maybe even when it comes to not believing. So they have to learn to detach emotionally so that they can think straight. Then they can come out of confusion, out of the stalemate, out of indecision. What is the current lesson or challenge of the connection? So something both of you have to face. So we have reflection. It's a time to reflect. I also hear re-evaluation. And we have wishes fulfilled. Coming up as a lesson or challenge. So first of all, I get here the message with that wishes fulfilled, that you have to be clear what you truly want. And if you know what you want, you have to believe that it's possible for you and that you deserve it. This card also is a reminder that, because I'm guided back to the detour here, to the fork in the road. So sometimes we think we are ready. Why aren't they coming forward? Why isn't it unfolding? I am ready. But this card is always a reminder. Are you truly ready? What is if it would happen right now? Could you deal with it? Or would it be completely overwhelming and you would kind of feel forced to run away? It's just a little reminder to look within. But the main message I get here, because of the messages we already got, is it can come true. You have to believe it can come true. Wishes can come true. Miracles can happen. But we have to believe. That is a main topic for both of you here. So let's get one card for you, one for them, from the Heal Yourself reading cards. I want to know what needs your attention, what you should focus on in February. What is it? What needs Libra's attention? I'm really sorry, I can't talk anymore. So, procrastination. So yeah, we've seen the detour. It is something you have to accept for now, and you have to also hear, and yeah, that is when on this journey we have to trust that everything happens for a reason at the exact right time. And even if something is not happening yet, it is to our protection. It's still for our highest good. So there is a reason for procrastination. So, but yeah, it is something you have to accept for right now, but you may struggle with it. What needs the attention of Libra's soulmate, please? What should they focus on in February? Pride. So, pride may be in the way here. Ego, and I hear ego and pride. So again, the indecision comes up. So being at the crossroads, we have to decide. The Two of Wands, didn't they show me that vision of the Two of Wands earlier? So they may struggle here out of, I get here for some of you where there has been happening something in the past between the two of you. They may not feel able to face you out of guilt, out of your reaction, the fear of your reaction, to be still judged. That is one thing I get. But I also just get something like, why am I the one who has to make the first step? For some of you, for some of them. So I wanted to have clarifier for the pride. So we have the Two of Wands and the Fool now. So it could deal with an Aquarius. Doesn't have to be, but what I get here is that indecision when it comes to a new beginning. The Fool is having that leap of faith, taking the risk, having a new beginning from zero without the emotional baggage from the past. To struggle with that indecision for a new beginning out of pride. It may be a bit for some of them to give up their old ways. So by example, if it's someone who wasn't in another relationship, who just, you know, lived their single life, independent, and not wanting to give up that kind of life, for some of them, I pick up on that. So still wanting to have the choice, but what I actually feel is that their heart is telling them otherwise. So that's why they're in indecision. If that would be that way fully, they would not think about you anymore, because they know you want to have commitment, right? So if they would fully align with that thought, not wanting to give up that kind of lifestyle, they wouldn't think about you. They wouldn't be in indecision. They just would tell, no, that's not what I want. Goodbye. But they are thinking about you. They are thinking about to give you their heart. Deep inside, they know better. But again, that's just a message for some of you. So interesting. Let's see what else. We go into your heart space, mind space, soul level and physical. Psychic Tarot for the Heart by John Holland. Heart space of Libra, please, when it comes to this connection to their soulmate. Okay, they say no. I'm glad they say no. I didn't like that card, so heart space of Libra, please, when it comes to their soulmate. It comes out now again. I'm laughing. No. Okay. Okay. I'm guided to take 4 cards instead of 2. Let's see. I have the crown chakra flying out here, so your antenna to the divine coming out in your heart space in regards to your connection is just telling us you feel that deep soul connection. You just know you are connected on a soul level. That is not just about physical attraction or something like that. You feel deeply connected to them. I have the 7 of Swords, seek the truth. The 7 of Swords in the traditional tarot talks about betrayal, lies, sneaky behavior, deception. In this deck it's called Seek the Truth. That's just telling us that even in these kind of experiences there is that jewel within the teardrop. We have to see the bigger picture. You got that message before. Even when it comes to these, not so nice experiences, to say it kindly here. And I also get here that deception part, so they are still hiding, everything is still masked, but intuitively or with your spiritual guidance, you know how they feel. You may even know what they are going through intuitively. We have Find Balance, that is the 2 of Pentacles, shaky foundation. Not surprised to see that, what the emotional challenge is. So you want to find balance in this connection for yourself and also with them. This is the Justice card, so your card, the card of Libra. Being in your full power is what I get, or coming into your full power at least, but it's called Detach here in this deck. So it's the Justice card. So you want to have that justice is served, right? Especially when it comes to the 7 of Swords, what may have took place in the past. You want that justice will be served to you here. That everything comes into balance. And intuitively and spiritually, you may already pick up on these energies. But this card in this deck, I really love it in this deck, is also a card of balance, right? Justice is a card of balance. It's telling us here the end of the winter time, what represents in tarot and oracle cards these cold, dark times where we feel alone and sad, coming into the sun, into the warmth, clarity, illumination, and even that white dove, what represents that inner peace and harmony. So by detaching from these old energies is what I get. Whatever happened between the two of you in the past, you will find that inner peace. So it's your heart space in regards to them. It always also has advice in it, but the way I see it here is also that you want to find that balance. You want to leave the past behind. You want to find your own inner peace and also the peace in this connection. But you also want to that they come out of hiding, that the masks are falling, and you want that justice will be served here to you. Mind space of Libra, please, when it comes to their soulmate and this connection. Oh, there it is. That flew out before, so now it comes again. 5 of Swords, win or lose, and a heart chakra. I really don't like the 5 of Swords. The 5 of Swords is ego energy, actually. But let me listen, please. So again, for some of you it may be that you want to try to force something because you have problems to deal with the procrastination and the fork in the road, to take a detour here. But so this is, I want it and I want it now, right? It comes up with the heart chakra here, but actually the 5 of Swords is pure ego energy. It has nothing to do with love. It is really just the mind. But what I get here actually is that you want to protect your heart from manipulation. So whatever they did to you in the past, you may struggle with the trust that they've changed. So I feel for some of you here, actually for the majority, that you want to protect your heart, that there is a bit fear here that they come back in the same way they behaved in the past. Because the 5 of Swords is a card also of manipulation, of arguments, of conflicts. I also get the message mental conflict with the 5 of Swords and the heart. So you may struggle, heart and mind may not be in alignment here. So your heart is telling you they are the one, your mind is telling you, well, just leave them behind. I mean, the detached card could also indicate that some of you would love to detach completely from this connection because of what happened in the past. So heart and mind may not be always the same opinion here. With these 2 cards coming up. So struggling between what the heart wants and what the mind tells you. It's also a message I get here. Very interesting read. So message of Libra's higher self, please, when it comes to this connection. Too many. They want to talk a lot. Very excited energy here. Message of Libra's higher self, please. So we have the Tower, card of Scorpio. This deck called Rebuild. So the Tower means that our old structures are crumbling down, right? And that actually happens for a reason, so that we have a possibility and the opportunity to build a new foundation on a much more stable way. I really feel here that that Tower moment from the past between the 2 of you, something that destroyed that old structure between the 2 of you, is still lingering in your energy. We see that here, 7 of Swords, the 5 of Swords, and now the Tower. So it is about to rebuild this old or that foundation in a better way, but we also have to let go of these past energies. They are a part of the journey, but we can't hold on to it in a negative way. Then success and growth can come. 8 of Wands, very fast, positive movement forward, very fiery energy, communication, even travel. And we have the 7 of Wands, choose your battles. That is just a message of your higher self telling you, look very good where you put your energies into. Don't make it more challenging for you than it has to be. So really look where you got involved. Don't get involved in their drama. But I get in general, you got even shield your energies. So really be careful which people have influence on you and your energies. It just, if you listen to many opinions of other people, maybe when it comes to your connection, it may just confuse you. So really be in your own center, trust your own intuition and your guidance. You have the deep knowledge, the deep inner knowing when it comes to your connection. So physical, what's going on in the physical? Feeling alone, 5 of Pentacles, reach out, 3 of Pentacles, and at the bottom I have the Hangman, observe, the card of Pisces. So waiting for them to reach out, feeling alone, feeling left out in the cold because they are not reaching out, feeling stuck because of it. But we have to see that the Hangman is actually a very spiritual card, where we are stuck for a reason. It's time to change the focus. It's time to look at the situation from all different angles to get the bigger picture. But yeah, feeling stuck, feeling lonely, waiting for them to reach out. Psychic Tarot and Oracle, also by John Holland. Let's look into their energies. Heart space of Libra, soulmate please, when it comes to this connection and Libra. What's going on in their heart space? Fulfillment of wishes, 9 of Cups. And victory and success, 6 of Wands. 6 of Wands, also card of ego and pride, just saying. So, but yeah, overall, you would be their wish fulfillment. They want to be victorious and successful with you. But I get again that ego, pride. Why should I be the one making these first steps? But what we have to understand is if they are saying it that way, it may just be kind of procrastinating things on purpose because they aren't ready to make that full decision. But because of not wanting to face themselves and their own issues, why they are in indecision, they may just project it on you by, why should I be the one reaching out? But if you would reach out, they maybe couldn't handle it anyways, because they are in indecision. Mind space of Libra, soulmate please, when it comes to Libra and this connection. What's going on in their mind space? So, 5 of Pentacles. In this deck it's called Financial and Material Changes, but it's the same energy as your Feeling Alone card. 5 of Pentacles, feeling left out in the cold, feeling alone. Missing you is what I hear. And I have the spiritual union, the 2 of Cups at the bottom. So wanting to have that spiritual union, feeling alone. But I mean, in this deck, it's called financial and material changes. And the Five of Pentacles actually is material change in a not so good way, right? So whatever is going on in their life, they may also feel not stable enough on a financial level right now. But that's just a little side note for some of them. But yeah, feeling alone. Wanting that spiritual union. So when I look at these two cards, I don't get the indecision, but we got it before, right? So what's the message of their higher self when it comes to this connection? Libra soulmates higher self. What's the message here? Patience and planning, Seven of Pentacles. There's the Tower and the heart chakra. So I get two messages here. For some of them, the old structures have to, so for some of them it's the new tower that has to come into their life. They have to give up their old structures, whatever it is. If it's another relationship, if it is their single independent life, whatever it is, the old structures have to crumble down. For others, it's still also your tower. They are also holding on to it. And that may be also a part of that procrastination, and also about not wanting to reach out. And that pride because they didn't forgive themselves. They know exactly what they did to you, and they can't look you in the eyes. So patience and planning. Seven of Pentacles. So for some of you, it's really the message here that there is still patience needed, because they have to end old structures. Heart chakra activation. Let's get one more card here. They have to learn to follow their heart. Heart needs also still healing. I also hear self-love issues. So I also hear self-sabotage. And the sacral chakra. So the emotional balance. Root chakra at the bottom. My gosh. So a lot of transformation going on for them. Chakra activation. Huge ascension process right now. So that is again of not feeling stable, not being grounded. There are the emotional challenges again, and heart chakra healing. I've heard self-love issues as well as self-sabotage. So when we don't love ourselves, when we think we don't deserve to be happy, I mean, we got these messages here that looks too good to be true, wishes don't come true, right? So we are sometimes sabotaging these things because we believe we don't deserve it. And especially for the ones who are hurting you in the past, they may even think they don't deserve it because of feeling guilty. I put the cards away, but we still need them. What's going on in the physical, please, for Libra soulmate? Hierophant, wisdom, card of Taurus, and rest and rejuvenation, Four of Swords. So rest, rejuvenation, recovery mode, healing wants to take place. The Hierophant is the card of our deep belief system. It's the card of tradition, integrity, wisdom, family, also the card of marriage. So I really feel for some of you, they have to leave another relationship, even though it's not coming up here, it's just what I feel. But for others, it is about that they have to come into that Hierophant mode, where they have the courage to commit, where they see that they don't want to have that back and forth anymore, or someone else every week, whatever it is in their case. Come into that integrity, come into that commitment, first of all, towards themselves, and coming into trust. That's also meant for them to be happy. So for the shared energies, I'm guided this time to use the Quantum Oracle by Sandra and Taylor. Shared energies for Libra and their soulmate, please. Increase. Hidden motivations. Yeah, so there's the deception again. So it's still all hidden, right? Nothing is revealed. But it will increase. Both of you want it to increase. And I really get with that hidden motivations here, that secret planning. But no one knows, right? So the masks have to fall, but it's all still hidden here. Let's get some romance angels. 2 cards for the shared energies. Past life relationship, you have known each other before. You deserve love, you are lovable. So yeah, that may be an issue of both of you with these energies of wishes can come true, but for sure on their side. Love yourself first at the bottom. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So it's really about self-love here, about deserving to be happy. 2 cards please for Libra. Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So doesn't have to be engagement, of course, higher level of commitment. So if there is no communication right now, even communication would be a higher level of commitment, right? So, but I really feel that there is something about to happen here. Let's get one more for Libra, please. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. It could be that some of you may think about to do so. For the ones where the 5 of Swords is like trying to force things into the right direction, struggling with the exception of the procrastination and the detour. But I get for the majority here the desire. You want to maybe also express your love, but you are waiting for them to make that romantic gesture. 2 cards for Libra soulmate, please. Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So wanting to have that deep conversation. And passion, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. At the bottom is true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. Possible future energies, Tarot of Dreams by Ciro Marchetti. Possible future energies for Libra and their soulmate, please, for this connection. Queen of Swords. There is you right away. High Priestess, sign of Pisces. Knight of Coins, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. The World represents the 4 fixed signs, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo and Aquarius. Let's get them all out first, I tell you. So at the bottom I have the Empress and the 2 cards that fell out, the Lovers and the Moon. Possible outcome. Palace of Wands. I hear hotel. I mean, with the World card could also indicate a long distance. Judgment, card of Scorpio. And the Sun, Leo. A lot of major arcana in this reading. Empress is Taurus and Libra. Moon is Pisces, Cancer. Gemini with the Lovers. So a lot of major arcana here. That looks good. So let's see what messages I get here. So what I get here, so representing you, Queen of Swords, you feel ready. You feel ready and you want to also speak your truth. You want to express yourself. We got that message before here. With the High Priestess, everything is still a secret. Nothing is revealed. You only have your intuition and your spiritual guidance, and sometimes that may not be enough to be in that trust without proof in the physical world. But you can trust your intuition. It's all taking too long out of your point of view with the Knight of Coins. It's what the Knight of Coins has to offer is a very solid, something very solid, but he's taking his time. In this deck, at least, the horse is moving. In the traditional tarot, the Knight of Coins, the horse is just still standing. Sorry, my voice. Still standing, or standing still. So in this deck, at least, he's moving. But yeah, the slowest knight in the deck, taking the time. With the World card, it could again indicate travel for some of you. Again, travel for some of you, where maybe we deal here with a long distance connection. But the World card is about end of the old cycle. I hear end of waiting. I have the Lovers card that flew out together with the Moon card. And what I get, what I hear actually, is end of secrets. End of hiding. End of anxieties. We have the Empress here. The Empress, if I don't see her as a person, but just as an energy, is representing new beginnings, the birth of a new era. But I also get, for some of you, I hear family. So some of you may even plan on families here. At least that may be the wish Everything comes to light, is what I hear again with the Moon card. And that by releasing all these fears, all this uncertainty, by coming to clarity, you may come into that Empress mode, very grounded, very nurturing, very relaxed, full in trust. The beginning of a new era. These two cards are beautiful in the outcome, so the Judgment and the Sun card. Judgment is the card of second chances and reconciliation. I mean, it's also the card of spiritual awakening and ascension, of being spiritually guided, of closing old karmic cycles. But the main message I get is, is these second chances and reconciliation. And with the Sun card right next to it, what is illumination, clarity, happiness, family. So it may all begin in a hotel. I got hotel, what would be fitting to travel maybe. But in general, the Palace of Wands is that very passionate state of being. Passionate and creative state of being. Passionate for life in general. So not just the passion between the two of you. Passion for life is ignited. But for some of you, it may indicate meeting up in a hotel, what brings then you into that state of reconciliation. Amazing energies. Angel answers. So right now, still recovery. So they got the rest and rejuvenation card. Forgiveness has to take place. Then we have the perfect timing. When old cycles are closed here with the World card. Whispers of Love Oracle. Honesty is essential. Speak with love and truth. Listen with your heart. You are listening but need to hear with a loving heart. So don't be too much Queen of Swords. And we have back to what you love. Reevaluate your desires. But they are pointing out, they are repeating on my mind here. Back to what you love. And that back, I see it in huge letter, in huge capital letter. So back to what you love. So coming back to it's just another confirmation for reconciliation, for coming back together. So I'm not here to create false hopes, but I have some of these readings. It's an important time right now for huge transformation, what brings also changes in our connections, right? So Heart-Shaped Love Oracle cards by Tony Carmine Solano. A message for you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. When it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. And at the bottom I have sexual union. Honor the place. Honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul. For there you will find true bliss. Underneath it is romance, Cupid's arrow strikes. So one last message for you, Libra, to close the read. It's pretty long. apologize for that. So Gaia Oracle, also by Tony Carmine Salerno. One last message as an advice from the spirit guides and angels for you, Libra. Let's see what message we get here for you today to close the read. What's the advice for Libra, please? Thank you. Evolution, earth changes, climate change, transformation. So number 45. Our world is cradled in a cosmic ocean of love, surrounded by an infinite universe, governed by a higher force greater than our human mind can know or comprehend. We are a forever changing image, forever transforming on our journey through eternity. Yes, the climate is changing, and yes, the earth is transforming. But this has always been so, and this will always continue. Are we governed by a will greater than our own, or are we the architects of our own future? This we do not know for sure, but one thing is certain, whether we like it or not, our precious planet will continue to transform. From the stars we were born, and to a star we shall transform. Be mindful of Mother Earth, be considerate and kind to her, but do not fear her changing nature. For just like us, she is transforming to ever greater light. Affirmation: all lovingly unfolds through time and space. Life constantly transforms, but in essence, nothing changes. There is nothing to fear, there is only love. I am one with the universe and stars. Love is my guiding force. My dear Libra, I hope this reading helped you in some way, brought you some guidance, some insights. I hope you've enjoyed it. I for sure did. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. That is what helps the channel to grow. That's what keeps me going. So thank you so much for your support. And I wish you all the very best for yourself, for your connection, and have a wonderful month of February. And hope to see you soon. Take care, be blessed. Bye, Libra.